Is next week. We'll tell you if you already qualify for one and what you need to bring as wait times are long.
A new safe parking lot is about to open at H Barracks near the airport.
Food is bringing such a great help to our kids.
A new effort helping feed South Bay students and their families.
President Trump proposes billions of dollars in more spending cuts, more on the budget plan, and the public broadcasters now targeted by the White House.
I think everybody probably is in the same boat, trying to find ways to mitigate the impact.
The uncertainty facing many U.S. beauty shops as they prepare to deal with the ugly side of tariffs. CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
Hopefully I can get through today because I hope I'm not too late.
We begin with frustration and headaches some Californians are feeling tonight as people rush to get their real ID ahead of a federal deadline. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Shanna Handy in tonight for Marcella Lee. May 7th, next Wednesday, is the day the federal government will require a real ID or another federally approved document like a passport to take a domestic flight. CBS 8's Alex Cheney joins us live now from the DMV in El Cajon, where we understand the line had been wrapped around the building all day long.
Shannon, that's right. It is now closed here at the El Cajon DMV, but some people I talked to today were waiting upwards of an hour just to be seen to get that new real ID before the deadline next week.
I don't even know if I can get there, if I can get this done today.
Brianna Chavez is taking a flight to her cousin's wedding in Northern California in 2 weeks and came to the DMV in El Cajon again today to get her real ID.
I came a few weeks ago to take care of this, and I got my tags fixed, so that was good, but I needed to have my marriage certificate.
And how long does Brianna plan to wait?
Oh, dear God. All day.
The DMV suggests if you already have a passport or permanent resident card, wait to upgrade to a real ID once your license is up for renewal. But there is a faster way to get a real ID and cut down on your wait time.
If you are dead set on getting a real ID right now, then you should start your real ID application online.
The DMV website will have you submit one identity document, a passport or certified birth certificate, your social security number, and 2 proofs of residency like a utility bill. The DMV says you still have to make an appointment to show up in person to verify the documents.
If you want a time-saving experience, you should start your application online, upload your documents, schedule an appointment, because this will help reduce wait times in our field offices.
The DMV says 4 San Diego DMVs, Claremont, San Marcos, El Cajon, and Poway, are open an extra hour early from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. to accommodate additional real ID appointments through June 27th. If you have an active or retired military ID, those are compliant as real IDs. And if you've had a name change, bring any additional paperwork like a marriage certificate or change of name document. The DMV also announced this afternoon that on Saturday, May 10th, their Poway location is going to be open special from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and it will only be for real ID appointments, giving you more time to upgrade your license. Reporting here live in El Cajon, I'm Alex Cheney, CBS 8.
Some helpful information there. Thanks, Alex. You will need a real ID to enter federal buildings, but some people are wondering if there are other ways to be allowed in. Our Verified team looked into that, and we'll share that answer later this hour.
Tonight, we're working to get answers to concerns over growing encampments and piles of trash near Balboa Park. These encampments are located on Caltrans property along the 5 and Pershing Drive, just outside of the city's fenced O-Lot safe sleeping site. Caltrans says they're aware of the site and have it on a list of sites that need to be cleaned. State Senator Catherine Blakespear is looking to speed up that process with a new bill that aims to boost cooperation between cities and Caltrans when it comes to cleaning encampments on state property.
Is aimed at directly that place where we're falling down, to say cities and the state, get your acts together, link arms, and solve this problem. And Caltrans needs to know you have the authority to delegate this, and we want it dealt with.
The bill is expected to face another vote in the state Senate in June. And remember, if there's something that you would like us to look into, you can email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com. And as the city of San Diego continues to battle homelessness, today Mayor Todd Gloria unveiled another place people can go to try and get back on their feet. CBS 8's Kelly Hestall reports from H Barracks near the airport with a closer look at what will be the largest safe parking lot in the city.
We are inside the new safe parking lot right now. Take a look. There are spaces for 190 different vehicles, and that includes cars as well as RVs.
Today marks a major milestone in our battle against homelessness in San Diego.
Mayor Todd Gloria says in the 7 years since the safe parking program started, more than 2,000 people have been connected with housing. And now with the new H Barracks site opening, the hope is even more people can find permanent homes.
Generally speaking, the folks in this program have incomes. Most of them have jobs. Some of them go to school. What they need is a little assistance.
The site will only be open overnight, so people can park their vehicles here, stay the night, but then must leave in the morning. Jewish Family Services is in charge of running the program. CEO Dana Topple talked about some of their safe parking success stories.
A single mother of 3 was able to build savings, secure housing, and now is pursuing a master's degree in nursing. Another, a 62-year-old woman, reunited with her family. She found permanent housing and was able to move into that permanent housing with her pets.
There will be security at the new lot, at least 2 officers patrolling, and a surveillance system with cameras providing a 360-degree view. However, the site has run into opposition. A lawsuit by a developer continues to weave its way through the system.
I'm very confident in the city's position. The judge's comments the other day, I think, really showed that he understands why this is necessary, why this is an appropriate use, and why this is a legal use of this city-owned land. Currently, it's not being used for anything else. Why wouldn't we put this taxpayer asset to help solve the biggest and most urgent issue in our city right now of homelessness?
And so this safe parking lot is scheduled to open up in the next couple of weeks. The mayor says it will open gradually, so it won't just be 190 vehicles all coming in at once. You do have to have a referral to get in here. Kelly Hestall, CBS 8.
Thank you, Kelly. Carlsbad police have arrested a man for indecent exposure and stalking. Police first got reports of a man following a woman in a purple car on Laguna Drive near Krameyer Circle around 8:30 this morning. As officers followed up, they determined that the same man had exposed himself to another woman near Laguna Drive and State Street. Officers later arrested 23-year-old Max Rasul and booked him on several charges. Investigators believe there could be other victims. They ask anyone with any information to call Carlsbad police.
New tonight, we've learned the ranch near Idlewild of a missing woman named Dia Abrams is now on the market for $3.7 million. The former La Jolla resident mysteriously went missing from her 117-acre ranch in June of 2020. Her body has never been found. The court-appointed trustee is liquidating her estate. Abrams will be legally declared dead on June 6, 5 years after she went missing. A $300,000 reward is still being offered for information that leads to an arrest. A state board denied parole today for Seth Cravens, a member of the Bird Rock bandit gang in La Jolla.
Cravens was convicted of second-degree murder in the 2007 death of a local surfer. As CBS 8's David Goffredson reports, the victim died after a fight at a local bar.
No parole for Seth Cravens, 18 years after he got into a street fight in La Jolla, killing a local surfer, Emery Kawanui. The fight began with an altercation at a bar and continued later outside the victim's house in La Jolla. Cravens punched Kawanui and the 24-year-old fell back, hitting his head on the pavement. The 21-year-old defendant was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 20 years to life in prison. During Friday's parole hearing, Cravens appeared remotely from a prison in Central California. Admitting to the parole commissioner he had used drugs in prison, smoking synthetic marijuana called Spice just last year, and he had gotten into 6 fights since his incarceration. He then apologized to the victims. I would like to express my deepest shame and remorse to the Kawanui family. I am sorry for robbing you of your son and brother. I am forever ashamed of my actions that night. In 2007, Cravens was a member of a street gang called the Bird Rock Bandits.
The Bird Rock Bandits acted like a criminal group that was terrorizing the neighborhoods.
District Attorney Summer Stephan told me in January the DA's office was opposing Craven's release because he had beaten people in drunken rages several times before the fatal fight that killed the surfer.
It started 2 years earlier with Mr. Craven's assaulting, threatening, brutally knocking out women and men for no reason whatsoever.
In the end, the board ruled Craven's remains an unreasonable risk to society and unsuitable for parole. He will be eligible for another parole hearing in 5 years. David Gottfredson, CBS 8.
Thank you, David. An important traffic alert for local drivers this weekend that's still ahead.
Plus, a new effort helping keep South Bay students and their families fed.
And later, a unique crash course offering teens the skills to navigate some of life's obstacles.
We are starting to see some late day sunshine out there. Those clouds were stubborn this morning, even a little bit of mist that happened. And as we gear up for the weekend, we are looking at a chance for measurable rainfall, and that carries us into the start of next week. All those details, they're coming up.